welcome to Tarpon Springs Aquarium Instagram Live. Hey gang, so I am here with our brand new friend. I promised you yesterday that I would give him the full introduction and the story, and here he is. This is a Burmese Python, an adult male. His name is Axel Rose, and he is brand new to the facility. What a beautiful animal. Look at it. Isn't he stunning? I'm going to see. He'll probably be coming out here through the live. I just wanted to get on here live and talk to you guys a little bit about Burmese pythons, the problems we have with them in the Everglades, and what a gorgeous species of animal they are. And Axel's a beautiful example of this. If you've come to the aquarium recently, we have some albino Burmese pythons that are bright yellow and white, and I think it's really cool to see the natural color of them. So first of all, Burmese pythons, their name says it all, right? They're native to Southeast Asia, and they grow to be the fourth largest species of snake in the world. They can get over 20 feet long. Axel is a male, so he's about 12 foot. That's pretty much maxed out for a boy. The girls are the ones that are going to get to those extreme lengths. And they are constrictors, so he's non-venomous. He does have teeth, 2 rows of teeth pointed to the back of his mouth. And the way he would eat his food is first, and he's not going to show that to you right now because I am not his food, and he knows the difference. He can tell the difference in my smell. He knows the difference between a handling situation and a feeding situation. But if there were something he wanted to eat, he's going to strike out, much like a venomous snake, but there's no venom in there. So rather than just strike out and injecting venom, he's going to hang on with all of those hook-shaped teeth and then pull back and wrap his coils around. And that's when you're going to get the constricting or squeezing. They used to think that big boas and pythons constricted and suffocated their prey, which that is a component, but they can squeeze so hard, they can actually stop the blood flow of their prey, so there's no blood going to the brain, so it's actually even quicker than your standard suffocation. Oh, I know, I don't mean to get so gory, sorry guys. And then of course, once that's done, they would swallow whole and head first. I don't like the term unhinged or dislocating of the jaw because really it's just a combination of stretchy ligaments and joints. If you look under his chin, you may see a line there, and he's sitting so still for me. What a good boy, Axel. That line is where the separation takes place. So if I use my own kind of chin to demonstrate in a way, right there is that line. That's a stretchy ligament. The joint is flexible, so it's like, wah, ah. And that's how they would swallow that food down. And it is a slow process. They can swallow very large meals, and then they only need to eat every once in a while. So they only need to eat, once a week or so in the summertime is what we feed ours, and sparingly through the winter. Last thing real quick before I talk about the what's going on in the Everglades, you'll notice I am getting licked by this snake an awful lot. No, he is not rude, and no, snakes do not have to follow the COVID rules, right? He's licking me or using his tongue to taste the air, to smell me. Kind of like your standard puppy dog is gonna stick out a tongue or gonna smell you with his nose. The snakes just use their tongue. And here's how it works. They stick out that tongue, the V shape allows them to tell the direction a smell is coming from, and they pick up the air molecules, the scent molecules on their tongue, pull it back into their mouth, and rub it over the organ called a Jacobson organ on the top of their mouth. And that is how they would smell or taste the air around them. It gives them all kinds of information about what's going on. All right, last thing real quick. These guys, as you can see, are very docile, relatively easygoing animals. You can tell he's slow moving. They move about 1 mile an hour. He's not behaving aggressively toward me at all, which is typical of the species. Now, people got them as pets, and they don't make the best pet because they get so large. People have trouble accommodating them and caring for them. They can live 20 years. It's a long lifespan for a pet. So people got them as pets, didn't know how to take care of them, and then ended up releasing them into the environment. And that happened all over the US. These snakes are not very cold tolerant. In most places, they were not able to survive long term. They would die in the winter. Here in Florida, especially the Everglades, South Florida, they did just fine. In fact, they did what snakes do, which is make more snakes and eat animals, right? It's not their fault. People put them out there, put them in a bad position, and now there are a lot of pythons in South Florida. They're a common invasive species, and they're taking over the Everglades and having really negative impacts there. So the state is basically trying to keep them out of the Everglades, number one, and trying to get rid of the ones that are there. You can tell they're masters of camouflage, very elusive animals, so they're unlikely to be found. It's really hard to hunt them. So it looks like we'll unfortunately have the Burmese python in Florida for a long time to come. Silver lining, they're not aggressive toward people. There's never been a case of a Burmese python being aggressive toward a person in the wild in Southeast Asia or in Florida. All right, guys, I think I'm going to cut it off right about there. Thank you guys so much for tuning in today. I hope you learned something about these beautiful, beautiful precious snakes. Bye.